Hi, and welcome back to Pint-Sized Guilt-Free Torah. As we have mentioned previously, Jacob was alone and starts wrestling. He gets in this fight with an angel. Now, let's just put ourselves in his shoes for a moment. How in the world does a human being, no matter how strong, fight a heavenly creature with seemingly unlimited strength? It's not a human. Now, Jacob, we know, was fabulously strong. Just one incident, there were a number of incidents, but one incident was that there was this huge boulder which was over the well, and it took many shepherds every day to push that thing off. And Jacob was able to push it off himself. He was an extremely strong person. So when he starts getting in this fight, imagine somebody jumps you and what is it? You fight back and you realize this is not a human being. Jacob's strong. This is not somebody that I can just overtake, and it's not just a bit stronger than me. This is unique kind of strength. And it's very easy to tell oneself in that situation, that's it, I'm finished. But he understood his grandparents lived their lives and fought, were willing to give their lives for one idea, for ethical monotheism, Abraham and Sarah. Then his parents, same thing. Yitzchak and Rivka, Isaac and Rebekah. And now he was the one who would transmit those teachings that would influence the rest of the world. And if he gave in, that would all be lost. He understood the importance that a Jewish people needs to emerge from here. And no matter what, this is a battle beyond my ability. How do you fight? And you go for hours. This is like a closed-caged match with a huge person who can easily overpower you. But he doesn't give up. And in the morning, he's victorious. The angel admits it. And Jacob forces the angel to give him a blessing. And the blessing is a new name, basically. Now you're called Yisrael. The Jewish people are called Israel. And this is as a result of this that Jacob understood the principle. If God is sending me this test right now, if he's sending something my way, as hard as it is, I know I can get through this. Because in Jacob's case, it meant the survival of the Jewish people. And the verse, when it speaks about giving the name, it says, Ki sarisa im Elokim v'im anoshim, because the angel says, the word Yisrael comes from sarisa. You have fought with God, meaning with this heavenly being, with this spiritual creature. And Jacob's overcoming that means that Jews would be able to overcome every spiritual test, every spiritual force coming their way that worked against Judaism. For example, back in the day, idolatry, and now we're coming up to Hanukkah, Hellenism, the Sadducees, the Karaites, the socialists, the communists. Many Jews were lost to these movements. But you see, many held on. They were the Jacobs and said, if we give up this generation, how about everything that our parents, our grandparents, or perhaps your great-grandparents, somewhere along the line, somebody really towed the line, and I want to make sure these Jewish people continue, and I'm part of that nation. And another crucial lesson comes from here, that the fact that you fought against an angel, and the angel says you fought against God, so to speak, and the spiritual forces he sent, but also you have defeated man, which means that no human force will ever defeat the Jewish people. They can crush us for a while, and they can try, and it was the Babylonians, and it was the Greeks, and it was the Romans, and communists, and the Nazis, and every country that expelled us from Europe, but they will never be victorious. We will always be here. So we need to stay in the fight. That's on a global level. On a personal level, God never sends a person a trial or tribulation that he or she can't endure. So whether you have special needs children, whether you have a spouse with mental health issues, whether you have financial issues, whether you're having a tough time grappling with life, whether you are bipolar, whatever your issue is, God never sends us something that we can't deal with. Just like fighting with the angel. There's no way a human being can deal with that, could be victorious. Jacob said, if God's sending it my way, I must have the inner ability to find the strength to do this. And he was victorious. We have the ability. We have to know what our toolbox is. We have to know spiritually how to get strength inside ourselves to get out that strength needed for the people in our lives and to be there for ourselves. Setting boundaries, all the other aspects, but just knowing who we are and the strength we possess should really encourage us to be not just the best Jew we can be, the best human being, the best person who can bring light to the world, because I know no matter what God sends my way, I have the ability to be victorious. I have a template called Jacob, who fought an angel, and at the end of the day, he stuck with it, and he was victorious. We can be victorious as a nation. We will be victorious, and as individuals also, in understanding our destiny. And some monkey wrench got thrown in our lives right now. We can overcome this, and we will. Everyone should have a wonderful, wonderful day.